G'day guys, it's Ninja and Das.
Hello.
Back to give you another podcast.
Yes.
But we deliver world-class bodywork while we're doing it. So if you're interested in our stuff, we've got courses. We've been at this for over 25 years, Aaron and myself, and we're going to bring it on Jason Das into our 5-day workshops as well now. So if you want to be a bodyworker like us, get the results that we get, book a call with Das, Jace, Aaron or myself, and we'll get you into a course, and yeah, you'll be just like us.
Yep.
Today we're going to work on the lower glute and the hamstring while we have this little chat.
Yeah.
So I'll just introduce Das to this little one. So we've talked about this before in our podcast, but it's a year 9, 2025. The numerals add up to 9, and it's also the year of the snake. So got some stuff to say about what people may be feeling coming to the end of 2025.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's interesting. Ninja and I chatted about this topic earlier, that year 9 and numerology and the starting of the horse next year and the start of year 1. Sorry, I've got something in my throat there. But I just saw a really cool post, and the beauty of having access to places like Instagram and YouTube and is if you're following the right people, you can fill your space with things that are educational and learning and teaching and growing and developing, people that are right into those types of things similar to you. So my Instagram today came up with the year 9. Why is everybody feeling tired right now? So we're closing a year 9 that began in 2016. Year 9 is the year of endings, completion, and truth coming to the surface. Year 9 doesn't ask politely, it pulls everything up. Old wounds, unfinished grief, outgrown identities. So nothing false moves forward. The heaviness in your body, that emotional exhaustion, that urge to disappear or run away. This is heavy, this is big here, I reckon. That isn't weakness, that's closure moving through your nervous system. This is why things feel harder right now. You're being asked to feel what you once survived by avoiding, even when you're tired or being brave. Year 9 exposes what can no longer be carried. Relationship strains, masks fall. Your tolerance for pretending disappears. You can't cross a threshold while holding the past. This is not collapse, this is completion. A sacred ending before something new can begin. Year 9, courage isn't loud. It's the quiet strength of staying present when everything in you wants to escape. If you feel like you're walking through emotional mud, you are, because birth canals are not comfortable. So yeah, little bit of a post there that resonated with me, and I thought I'd share that with you guys while getting my glute absolutely smashed here, and can feel the connection Ninja's having, and it feels really good. But yeah, I think it resonated with me, not so much feeling tired, but just feeling ready for something, for new beginnings, ready for progress, ready for growth. This year may have felt heavy. It did for me. Experienced some traumatic moments, breakup, that gave me some time to be more present and understand what I need, and that that learning about self-love, learning about going through the things, the struggles, the challenges that essentially I had time to focus on, to grow, to develop, work on my own kinks in my armor. Feels like it has been an uncomfortable year and a really challenging year, working through those. But yeah, as this post recognizes, the uncomfortable parts is where the beauty is, working through those obstacles, feeling heavy, working through the mud, and shining light on things that have been, dark and hidden, is Yeah, and processing those is hard, but it's worth it. It's where the gold is. So maybe people were feeling similar. It might be relationships, it might be, within their family, it might be financial stress, it might be social angst, or
Career.
There's
Spiritual.
There's a lot to it, and
physical.
Yeah, physical as well. So maybe you had a physical transformation, or maybe you're on the border of about to have one. Shedding that skin and allowing the evolution of the human you are to evolve and develop and grow. Shedding that cocoon, turning into the beautiful butterfly, and we're only 2 weeks out from a new year. Less than that. What's today's date? Today's the 17th. This will be put out before the new year. Wow, that's tight. Oh,
Hitting some good spots. The challenge.
Man. I'm going to have to hold that. This is challenging.
The word you didn't use in that little thing, if I could just add a little bit to what you were saying, was the challenge is necessary for the growth. We need, T. Martini says, optimal development occurs on the border of support and challenge. So we've got to face the challenge. You can't just avoid it, run away and try and get dopamine fixes by, drinking and scrolling and buying stuff or whatever it might be. Facing the challenges is where the growth is and the evolution of you as a human. So, I think that's worth adding.
Definitely, man. You're going to have to keep talking, or I'm going to have to breathe.
Yeah. So I'm giving Jas a challenge right now, getting into one of the muscles we love here at MMT is the adductor magnus. We kind of realise its importance in the human body, and it is a massive muscle as well. So we've just completed a couple of workshops. We did a 5-day one a couple of weeks ago, and we finished a weekend workshop on the weekend just passed.
Yeah.
So we're teaching how to access all these different spots, how to treat.
Oh, it's sensitive.
Yeah, so even with a little bit of pressure there, not much, there's just a real sense that it's stuck in your body, and we've got to tactfully, release it, melt it down, so Jas can function better.
Yeah, it's just deadlifts and squats and going a bit heavier, putting strain on the tendon, and it's still fresh, it's 2 days out from doing it. But
you went a bit heavier than you've been used to,
really
or something?
Heavy, Feel sore and slow because of it.
Yeah. It's necessary, isn't it? You got to. That's what happens when you do exercise. You load things up, so you get micro tearing through all your tendons and your muscles, but you also get micro fracturing through all your bones. So it's a necessary part of the cycle for growth to happen. You've got to tear it down a bit before it'll build back more, build back better. You've got to release those dead cells, those damaged cells, and get them to eliminate from the body and build back better, stronger, more better wiring.
Yep.
So,
it's a good little metaphor for the year of the snake, shedding.
Yep.
Break it down before it can build back up, get stronger.
Yep.
More resilient. Build your armor up. So the next time we face something, an obstacle, a challenge, you're more capable. You've been through it. You've been here before. You've been in the trenches.
Yeah.
And that might come at you differently. You might face something really hard, like a relationship breakup, or you're being sacked from your job, or you've lost a friend or a family member. You're going through grief. You're dead broke. You got no money. You're at the pits. You've hit rock bottom. Getting from rock bottom and growing and getting out of that trench and, really wrestling your way back into the best version of yourself. The next time something challenges like that comes along, no matter what it is, it's a stress, it's strain, it's hardship. You you become more resilient. You've grown. You've shed that skin before. You can do it again, you know. And no matter how many times life gets you down, I think personal growth and having a great community that you can lean on, those two, being dependent, but also having, that's really good, Ninja.
Need a bit of that.
Oh, I needed that. Having a community that will support you as well through it. Just to have a chat, just to be vulnerable with, just to open up. Yeah, those are really important when you are.
One more.
Yep, growing, progressing.
Yeah. I think what you're talking about here too is it's vibrational. So we kind of know if somebody's walked the path and they've got wisdom because of experience. They've kind of faced hard things, they've worked through it, they've negotiated it well, and they've come out the other side. So it's, when you have faced things, then you have got something to give others, you know, in terms of mentoring and things like that. So, I think it is a vibrational thing. We know when people are fake. You can tell, can't you?
Yeah, it's...
You know? What do they do when hard things happen? Do they just go and take drugs and alcohol and scroll and or, you know, whatever it might be? Or do they kind of face it and do the opposite? They don't drink and they fast perhaps, or, you know, do a detox or train and
get really strong and fit.
Get in nature and, you know, do things that are going to help them.
Serve them. Yeah,
with that challenge, obstacle that's in front of them.
Repeat or evolve.
Yeah. That might even be written on the back of the shirt today. Is it, Leo?
Yes, it is.
Repeat or evolve. It's a choice. A choice we're making every day. Do we just be the same old, you know, thing that we've always been, our family's always been, and things like that? Or can we break the shackles? Just because we've invested so much time and energy into something, once you kind of realise that there might be a better way, there's an upgrade of the system, it's okay to take that, you know, you can let it go, admit that perhaps you weren't behaving as well as you could have been, you weren't making the choices you could have been making and things like that, and own it, and then choose to do other things. It's important.
Yeah. There was another post here that I just wanted to add. In snake years, everything that's false, expired or outgrown must fall away. The snake strips you down to your most honest self, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Shredding is medicine. Year 9 brings completion, closure, endings that feel final, things that run out of life force. Cycles complete themselves. Old identities dissolve. You're at the end of 9-year karmic loop. Let it close. So I wonder if that hits a nerve for anybody, you know. Do what is right, not what is easy. That's something that comes to me there. Just doing what's right in the long run is the long-term fulfillment that we need, you know. Not the short-term gratifications, not the just putting up with something or someone because it's easy to just avoid it and move on, and easy to just avoid it then move on. Yeah, that's tender as there, Ninja.
Yep. We might have a topic for our next video, Das. I think out of this one is, so I think we're at the end of a 9-year cycle, so I think we can talk about reflection on the last 9 years, and then maybe a projection, a bit of a goal setting for the next 9 years. So we might wrap it up, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.